already know what I want to say. This came in the other night in the bath. I have these bath files that I really need to listen back to, because they come in like they just come in. I'm just lying in the bath, and next thing I know, it's in my head, and then I'm like, floundery, where's my pen and paper? And because I listen to music on my phone in the bath, so my phone is being not in the bath, it's not waterproof, but handy enough just to put on, record, and just allow myself to speak it out as quickly as I can, because otherwise it might go, because another one might come in. But there was this realization. So if I'm just to reflect a moment on my own journey, how I'm very conscious now with everything, and I've been super conscious for quite a number of years now in being aware of what I might like to call the real reality, because the one that most people are seeing is a bit of an illusion. It's a delusion. An delusion, or something I at times call the trick trap. Groundhog Week merry-go-round thing that goes round and round and keeps everyone on it. So, and then I looked back. I do a lot of reflecting often, and I looked back over my life, and I went, even when you weren't conscious, Care, you were still doing things almost on autopilot. Certain sort of things, like always choosing to see the best in people. Everyone has their divine spark, and I would often look through all the darkness surrounding this little spark and only see that, and it got me in a lot of trouble, and in places and spaces with people that was quite harmful for me. But I was so focused on that divine spark of light, I would ignore all the darkness around that spark. Anyway, but I am getting off track, because what I wanted to say was there's a lot of people on this planet who have been anchoring in the light and love energies, keeping the reality in balance to a certain extent, that if they weren't doing what they were doing, we would be in a much worse space. If these people were not anchoring this in and doing what people might call the work. So the work is when you choose consciously, when you're aware of your choices affecting, like a ripple effect, not only yourself but people around you. How we choose not to give our energy to certain media and movies, and reading certain books that might not be good for us, to always be choosing something on the positive spectrum. For some reason, when I say positive, negative, this is positive, this is negative, and I don't know why. When I say light and love and dark and hate, it's over here, and I'm not exactly sure why. But even sometimes I've accidentally started to say it the other way, and I catch myself. I don't know why. I think obviously that will be revealed to me at some point, because whatever you seek seeks you. So I am now officially seeking the answer to, why do I always put love, light on the right and dark, hate on the left? Thank you, universe. I'll be looking forward to that answer coming in. Okay, I think it's really important to note that there's a lot of, you could call them light workers, earth angels, star seeds that came here on a mission, or let's just call them our brothers and sisters, where, and I have been doing, I know, okay, I'm one of them. And I've been, along with these beautiful, wonderful people, choosing to steer the earth's energy to the light constantly, to constantly be holding these energies and sending out these energies. And energy is a thing. It's more of a thing than solid things. It's more than this pen, more than this book. And you know what? All these people are so tired. Like, I am tired. I make sure I do what I need to re-energize. I make sure I'm earthing. I make sure I'm looking after my body, mind, body, soul. So what I'm trying to say is, a lot of these people are tired. They are worn out. It is a lot. It is exhausting. And I just saw someone else today, a beautiful, beautiful intuitive tarot reader, and she is, what's her name again? Sorry, I know it. I feel bad for not just spurting it off. The Connected Conduit. And she's just really beautiful, so high vibing. But then I saw her in tears because she is doing the work. She is constantly choosing better, constantly anchoring in these energies. And it's tiring, and it did prompt me to go. I had this come in with me recently, my bath files, and I've had it before, and I'm like, oh, I think it's time to say something. Because I don't think the mass populace realizes that as this is a energetic world, and there is polarity, and where we put our focus grows, that if these people here, including myself, I am there, and I do it because I want to. I do it because I wish for a better world. I do it because I love everyone. I do it because I know we can do better, and I do it because I believe in the better world and the new world that we're creating. But if we literally drop the ball now and stop doing all that, I don't think anyone would choose to, but if through tiredness and exhaustion and just, oh my goodness, we're just like holding all this energy constantly, if we drop the ball, do you know what would happen in the world? It would slide down to the dark side. Hang on, is that my motion for that? It would slide down into the apocalypse, into the end of the world, into the nuclear holocaust, into the World War Z3, whatever it is. But what I want to say is, actually, if you are not actually doing any of the work, can you please, like, we need more people to come in now, and even to a certain extent pass the baton, because it is a lot of pressure, it is a lot of responsibility. There's a whole world going on that a large percentage of humanity are unaware of, and just not all blissfully going about their day. There's a lot of people suffering, and that's why we are trying to shift things around. And as I've said, it is shifting, but I cannot tell you how important it is for getting more conscious people to wake the up and start doing what needs to be done too. Like, even just stop watching the goddamn news. Stop playing the games of death, kill, destruction. Stop creating the games and movies and books of death, kill, destruction, because we are just perpetuating and reinforcing the reality that I'm pretty sure we don't want as humanity. If you were told right now that by playing those games you are creating harm and hardship, and actual people in the world who have that scenario happening to them, would you continue playing it? If you were told now that any movie that you watch, you are contributing to that happening to someone else or yourself. I think often because if you are in a somewhat stable environment where you have food, you have money, you might not be entirely happy, but your frequency, your vibration is okay. You may not be the one that ends up having that storyline happening to, because that'll happen to some poor soul whose vibration is already low, whose frequency is already down there because they were born in a certain area, in a certain family, in a certain part of the world where they hardly had a chance. And a lot of that is for our growth, and if you can get through it, if you can get through the trials and tribulations, you'll come out a higher expanded soul. But that is not the case for everyone. A lot of people don't make it because it is hard. This is a hard world. And catch yourself, care. No, you know what? It was hard. It's not anymore, because everyone is going to pick up the slack. They're going to go, right, I'm not going to be apathetic anymore. I'm not going to live unconsciously by default. I'm going to choose to only turn my attention to life, to movies, to books, to games, to whatever it is that is uplifting and positive for everyone. It's not just fiction. We are creating our whole world like a play, like a movie script, like a game, the great game of life. And let's not do it in that negative sense anymore. But I get it, we were in a trick trap, I've talked about that. But at any point in time, we all get to choose to leave that storyline behind. It is a choice for each of us, and I choose to close the door on that old energy. I choose to close the door on the old power, control, greed structures, and fear and hate and anger and resentment and bitterness and envy and all that stuff. I am shutting the door. I'm not laughing. Well, I am. Like, when the energy comes in, it just makes me laugh. I was like laughing, though. Is that how we shut doors? But I am choosing to walk through the door of love, of peace, of compassion, of kindness, of passion and purpose, of supporting each other, of caring for each other, of choosing a world that actually encompasses everyone in a positive light, without a single soul left behind. That is what I am choosing, and I'm walking. I've walked through the door. I'm in the door. I'm in the new world. But I have this thing, right? I'm kind of anchoring myself, because even though I've shut that door, I don't want to leave anyone behind. I want to make sure everyone comes over. But I really realized that the people who have been there holding the door open and holding and anchoring in this energy, so we don't slide into despair, so we don't slide into apocalypse and Armageddon and end of the world scenarios, they're tired. So come on, people, if you are not pulling your weight, pick it up. Pick it up. It's so vitally important right now, especially. Like, the energies are calling for us all to step into our purpose. We all have a purpose. We are all part of this together. So I wanted to let people know, and I want to let you know, if you're one of the people who has been working so hard. I almost I thought I was going to cry. I thought I was going to cry, and then I went, no, because I feel strength from everyone out there who has been doing what they know they need to do. And even when you didn't know it, like, I remember looking back I didn't even know what I was doing, but I was still doing it. Now I actually understand. But there's a lot of people, and they've been doing it forever, and they are tired. Can we come in as the full team now? Nobody's sitting on the bench. Everybody get up off the bench. This is it. This is our time. And as we all do this, and if we all talk with each other, everyone start a YouTube channel and just keep talking about how we're here for each other, and talk about the most important thing we could do is if we all have channels that are talking about what this big, beautiful, wonderful new peace on earth world is that we're creating together. Let's do it, and let's put all our energy into making this something wonderful for everyone. And I can't tell you enough, like, we have to just let go that unforgiveness, I don't know if that's the right way to say it, and embrace our empathy and our compassion and our kindness. And I just had another video that I did this morning, and it was about giving space for people who have gone the wrong path to actually choose better, because it's never too late. And if you are on the other end of this camera and you go, well, I've made my bed, I must lie in it. No, you can. Sorry to point, but you can at any stage make that choice and make that change. We all can at any time. I haven't actually re-listened to these bath files that I've got going on. I'm going to have a listen and maybe share some of them, because I just feel at the moment a lot of us have messages and seeds to plant with each other, and I think this was a big seed. And if you feel that you have a seed of thought that should get out there, just do it. Don't wait for everything to be perfect. Like, even I started with no microphone, then I went, oh, I just kind of want to make sure people can hear. So I got this cheap ass microphone off Temu. I think it was like $37 on sale. But I had to stop waiting till everything was perfect before I really got going. And at the moment, I don't even know, there's not that many people listening, but I trust and have faith, because the universe is on my back going, just keep talking, just keep talking. And as I've said, oh my goodness, I could talk a lot. Once upon a time, I couldn't. I was not confident. I was not so much in my beingness, in my truth, in my purpose, that I just couldn't. I felt afraid. I was in fear. I have been in fear. I understand what that's like. But now I'm in love. Now I am choosing to live, love, and laugh. This is my best life experience. There's a man in my back garden. Anyway, weeding. There's a man in my back garden. I think he's picking weeds. Okay, so on that note is it for the moment. This video will probably come out tomorrow, and if you do listen, just take on board, what is the thing that you're being called to? Only if in the positive. If you're getting the urge to do anything not nice, then that is not what you should follow. Then you need to actually question, where is that urge to do not nice coming from, and reflect and think, what or who do I want to become? Who am I becoming? Because we are constantly, it's an eternal becoming, blooming. We're like flowers in bloom, everlasting flowers. Let's bloom into the biggest, most beautiful flowers in a world full of flowers that has ever been. I was going to say ever been seen, but it was like just ever been. We can choose that if we want to choose it. Okay, I'm going to get out of here, and if you're here, thanks for listening. If you've got something to share, please do. I just had someone before comment, and then I went and had a look at his site, and sorry, off the top of my head I can't remember, but it was beautiful, and I listened to a video and I had a look, and I went and I hit subscribe, and I went, yeah, someone else out there helping and wanting better for the world, and sharing from the heart and sharing from the hurts. And if we can all do that, oh my goodness, like, now we're getting somewhere. And I know we're getting there, and I know we've actually got there. We're just filling into the space, but we need more people. More people now, please. Come and give a hand. More, what is it? Many hands make light work. Oh, that's like a double meaning there. Okay, wherever you are around the world, I'm sending much love. I hope you're having a beautiful morning, arvo, evening, and I'll pop back some Oz.